You just tell me when you're awake and alive. And
I'm on. I put you on.
oh, good morning, humans. Happy Fat Thursday.
Y'all let us know if our screen is tiny.
Yeah, let us know. Because the computer didn't update and I did stuff that CW told me not to do, and she was right as usual. So yeah, that's what's up.
So, happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yes, happy Fat Thursday.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Rob. I see a lot of our friends here.
You want to hear how weird I am? I don't have any expectation that C-Dub and the kids tell me happy Father's Day because they're awesome to me every single day of the year. So I'm like, don't make a big deal about a day. It's just a day. It's another day. So I'm weird like that. I don't know why.
We haven't even recovered from Blade Show.
Oh, man.
It feels like we were just at Blade Show.
It does. It feels like we were at Blade Show a week ago.
Hey, $5 from Frankie DC.
Battle Cat.
Feeding that cat.
Yeah, man. He's a monster. He's famous on stickers and stuff. Can you guys hear a little bit of an echo?
No, I don't think. Why would they hear an echo?
I can. You know why?
Why?
Because that room is empty now.
Oh.
I hear it. It's like, did you hear it?
Do y'all hear an echo?
Anyway, I'm not used to it.
Down South Squonks loves your hat.
Yeah, man. I forgot we got these hats, and then I saw it sitting up there on the shelf, and I was like, hey, that's cool. So it's multicam, but it's trucker style, which I don't really wear that often because I like my hat to fit tight against my head. Hey,
Eli. Hey, are you making his coffee today? The one that Eladio gave us at.
Is that the Wake the Heck Up? Where did I put it?
I don't know.
At the shop. I bet it's at the shop. We'll do it next week.
We haven't fully unpacked from Blade Show.
Yeah, so forgive me.
Yeah, y'all forgive us if we're off. Blade Show was a whirlwind, and we're still.
I secretly am not doing it because he hugged me. Not a true story, but I don't know why this thing.
He said no worries. So when are we allowed to tell the Fish Ranch news?
I'll let him do it.
Okay. We got a surprise from Fish Ranch. Good morning. Hopefully everyone
something's wrong.
Recharged and recuperated from last weekend. Thanks, Jody.
That is weird.
And Pete Sake said, speaking of Father's Day, huge thank you for getting that blade shipped out to my pops for Father's Day. Very much appreciated. You all are great people. You're welcome.
Did it come?
He said he liked it too. Okay. Yeah, I think we shipped it like.
Oh, I know what's going on. Dumb.
Zachary Schmidt said, love the new auto. Ooh, I brought it for y'all to see.
Oh man.
I got it. For
look here, man. She that thing doesn't leave her side. It's you. I'm blaming you all, by the way. That is 100% your fault. So that is kind of interesting because she says before the show, did you see this new knife that Nick posted?
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram first.
And I don't have the Instagram on my phone. So naturally, I didn't see it. You have it on your body?
It's right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought it.
I'm not really even allowed to mess with it. You know why? Because she knows I'll take it.
You're allowed to mess with it.
I hold it, not carry it.
You just can't have it.
Exactly. Well,
hey, Marsha Brown says my husband is representing wearing your shirt today.
Man, thanks. Thanks.
We gotta do something special for the fathers today. I actually brought down a bunch of like girl color shirts. And I'm like, I should probably be giving away Father's Day stuff.
I created girl color shirts for the website so you guys could go through and select some of those. And I ordered some for the girls for Blade, and they didn't come in time because it's an interesting thing we're trying out. So it's a third-party Printful, and some of you guys have probably heard of them. So what they do is I make all the designs based on our existing designs, but I can do colors and different stuff, and you click it and order it, and they ship it straight to you. So they like make them one-off, which is really cool. We're making nothing pretty much on those because I kept the prices low, but it's important for us to get merch to you guys that want to support us. So,
and we saw a lot of shirts at Blade Show.
A lot of shirts. I was texting with the guy from Badger Claw because he's got something new, cool coming out really soon. He's going to be sending that to me, but he said he's looking at every video, no matter who the influencer or where it was shot at Blade Show. At some point, a T.Kellian walks by in a shirt, and I'm like, man, what a freaking honor that is. That's pretty cool.
Awesome to see everybody in our shirts. And
so cool. That echo is driving me nuts.
They can't hear it. They said
I know I can because it's so the room out here you can't see, but it's a big 20 by 20 room, and we're in the bunker here, and then that's the basement. So this room is all concreted in, and then there's another room out there. And it's finished, and at one point it was C-Dub's studio, and then she got tired of me crying about sweating to death and freezing to death in the original shop. So she's like, look, if you'll quit crying, you can have my studio. So I took her studio. She gave me her studio. And then that became the knife shop.
Hey, let me read this comment, and then I'll let you finish your story. Got my DP1 nude yesterday. Love it. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Donald Pace and Tim. Two great fathers.
Thank you, man. And thank you from Donald, too, because I know he's probably watching.
Yeah, you got to tell him Happy Father's Day.
DP, Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day,
DP1.
Daddy. And so many people had Dad's knife at Blade Show. It was awesome.
Yeah, there was like a battle of the DP1s.
Zachary Schmidt said you guys won the award for the most merch displayed at Blade Show.
I think it's cool. And all of our, I don't want to say competitors, but all of our competitors were like, you guys must be like giving away shirts. I'm like, 99% of those people bought or asked for or wanted. So they just like us.
No, I don't think we had any of those Nuges left, but man, they were popular.
I know. Well, they were so popular that Nuge was like, all right, dude, we got to do this again. So guess what we're going to do?
Are we going to do it again?
We're going to do it again, man.
Well, so we entered some blades into the categories for knife of
the year.
Yeah,
which
we didn't win anything, but
I'm not gonna say it's a joke, but
we did win in a roundabout way, sort of, because Tim actually designed. It was his idea for the clip that won accessory of the year. And do you think they gave us any credit on stage? No,
but he said he forgot. And I mean, look, I didn't design the clip for credit, right?
Well, it would have been nice.
You know, I mean, they acknowledge it to us and to me and C-Dub. They know.
Yeah, they acknowledged it when I said something to them.
Man, she scared him, y'all.
$20 from Brandon Maples. Just wanted to say Happy Father's Day, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm looking for something to stir this with. Is Random American on? Hey,
Stuart's got his 3 granddaughters here with him. We call them the Twisters.
Hey, Stuart and the Twisters. That sounds like a new band. You sing? SR and the Twisters. I'm looking for a
Will the clips be in the store now? Yeah, we should be adding those, right, honey?
They are in the store.
Yes, they're in the store.
They should be.
Are they under like the clip section?
Clip packs, that's what they come in. That's what they come as. If you buy a clip pack, that's what you'll be shipped. If we didn't update the pictures, I'm sorry. I think I'm not avoiding the camera. I just don't have anything to store.
Rob said, let me tell you, those new clips are the S ** T.
Short, shoot. Shizer.
Great seeing Rob at the show.
Yeah, Rob is always. You know what we're gonna do?
Measured texture. And my mom said, Mr. DP1 is saying thank you to everybody for wishes.
Mr. DP and Mrs. DP that keeps that ship afloat over there. She needs her own special holiday.
David Cavazos, could we get an update on DP1? Seems like everyone has, I think is what it's supposed to say.
He's probably like, everybody has theirs but me.
Yeah.
So we did get the gray screws in for the DP1 AEBLs, and we're going to be sending those out at a fever pitch because my screw maker merged with a little known company called Blue Force Gear. Ever heard of them? Anyway, so he did that, and then their whole stuff changed, and it's been tough to get stuff since his stuff changed for my stuff.
Tim, you need some coffee.
Well, I do. Well, I'm looking around. I'm tired because C-Dub's been working me to death. There we go. Let's just use a screwdriver to stir this.
And Rob did bring us some screws to Blade Show for the DP1s, but they were still the gray ones.
Yeah, just gray. We did get some screws.
Happy Father's Day, Jacob. Lupe said, good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, especially my husband, Jacob Varney.
Yeah, man. Nice. That's nice, you guys.
They are really, really nice people.
Now I'm sure you hear the echo. So that used to be, so this room right here went, her studio. Well, see, when we moved in here, it was like a food room. several fridges and freezers. I used to do a lot of gardening, so we processed gardening food out there, and animals like all the pigs. We used to, they would not, the pigs wouldn't come in, but their meat would for sure. So we would do that in there, and then I built C-Dub Studio, and then she used it, then felt bad for me, and I should have never let her do this, but I did. And
we had to have the shop space, and I'm happy to do it.
Here's the thing, guys.
Oh, happy late birthday, Caleb Hale.
Yeah, happy birthday. What the hell?
Do you ever plan on making a longer knife sword? I love James William designs like the CRKT Hishu. I don't know how to say that.
Hitsu? I don't know.
Something large, better suited for tactical.
I mean, I have 12-inch overall blades. Tactically speaking, a smaller, slender blade is easier to tactically carry, and whatever. Maybe I'm missing what you're trying to say. Don't know.
Like a longer, like something bigger, a lot bigger.
Like that'd be like an outdoor, a wood style blade, right? Like a camping knife or any of the sear style blades, or
a sword.
Yeah, or a sword. Wakizashi, they're like 17 inches, maybe that. Because from a tactical standpoint, or a clandestine, or CCW, or even just deployment standpoint, you don't need anything bigger than this, because you're not going to be able to put that on your kit.
Steve Vera said I used to strap a small sword to my body armor.
Good Lord, how'd you draw it?
Doc Hanley, mid-sized blade is best for tactical pokey slicey.
See, like even Emery and I, when we did this one, I mean, look, look at this up against my torso. So even if this is tucked behind a mag well here, so your mag well is going to be sitting there, right about there. You got to get all the way up here by your eyeballs to pull that blade. So
yeah, the Sapper, Jacob Vargas said the Sapper's a big blade. Yeah, it's...
And that, so you got to think, if you're fighting and you draw here, you're exposing all of this, and you don't have body armor between here and here, so...
Oh, no, sorry, Brutal Kitty. Happy late birthday.
I mean, you could do a bigger blade here, because on my rig for the range, my range belt, I've got the FMF, and you can draw it from the side. I don't know. But yeah, I'm open to making...
Father's Day.
I'm open to making anything, even if you just want it because you think it's cool. But for me, my brain always goes into practicality.
For people waiting on DP1s that are asking about them, feel free to send an email. We did get some gray screws in.
We did get some gray screws. Waiting on there at Nitride. So I'm trying to diversify in that department, because if the Founders Club goes through, then we're going to get our own Swiss screw mill, because Rob, although he does great work, not the Rob that's on here, but Exotech Rob, he does great work, incredible work. And yes, that screw mill is like 3 years to learn how to run the thing right. But from a standpoint of they're really busy.
I tried to get Ryan from
Lionheart.
No, wait, is his name Ryan from RMJ?
Oh yeah.
I tried to get him to let us use his.
Yeah, we were talking to Ryan Johnson at the show, and I'm like, hey, so you got any capacity on that machine? Because you're 15 miles up the road. And he's like,
and Big Idea has one too.
Yeah, Big Idea's got. What's a big idea, guys?
Yeah, we really need to be able to make more screws.
But everybody that's got a Swiss mill got one because of the problems that I'm having. It takes a long time. They're hard to run, and they're expensive and difficult. Like, not a standard CNC machinist can run one. So I need one, my own. It's only $250,000 for the machine, not to mention the operator and the CAD guy to design the stuff.
Do we have any more of those hats that you're wearing?
Okay,
I was going to give one away because they liked it.
Wait, what's that?
We have some kind of hat at the shop. Let's just do some merch.
No, I don't. I only ordered a couple and nobody liked them.
Hey, show some of those shirts.
Your shirts?
Yeah, if you win and you want one of these girl colored ones, we have. You
can create them.
Yeah,
we can build it for you and send it to you, whatever size. I just thought these were super cute, and the girls absolutely loved them. So, I just think that, like, let me move my coffee station here.
Hashtag merch.
So,
people are asking about the FLN 2.0.
Look, so it's got this little pink logo on the front, the sleeve, and then the back is pink. So the Kelly green and pink, I think it looked really good. And it was a big hit. So that's one color option you can choose on the website. This one is the same one. You just choose a different color shirt.
Yeah, you designed a bunch of cool colors.
Yeah, it's just tough, man. I just saw it. So same thing, just blue and pink. This one was really, really popular. I'll throw it on the floor. That one. And then
Happy Father's Day. Here's the girl colors.
yeah. Hey, look, you wouldn't be a father if you didn't have a girl. I don't know if you know how.
Somebody said that.
I don't know if you know
will brass or copper screws be available in the future?
No. So here's a hoodie. It's the hot pink on pink, because sometimes CW likes pink and she's hot. So
Nick got a pink logo zip up hoodie from the new merch, and it's pretty good quality. I did too. I like it. Will CW sign if you win for my wife? Sure.
Yeah, probably inside, right? You don't want her name on the outside of your shirt. Maybe you do. I don't know things. So let me squish my coffee. I'm just gonna do it right here on this toolbox.
What about the FLN 2.0?
So all we're waiting on is MKM now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we met with them at Blade Show.
This was a bad idea.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to squeeze that into something, and the something is too small.
We met them at Blade Show, and we met up with Neves. We all okayed the design of the sheath. So now it just is making it and waiting on them to produce
there's like
it. I don't know. Are we going to sell them first before we have the sheets in hand, or are you going to wait?
I want to see the final.
The sheath is going to be really great.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Magnetic.
Yeah. Don't know how I'm supposed to do coffee.
What do you need? You want me to tell her to bring you a...
I just need a big cup, like with a big wide mouth, like that big Reese's cup or something.
Snacks, yeah. Send us an email. We do have old FLNs. We wanted to put those on the Patreon Blim section eventually. We just haven't
got around to it yet. We will though.
But yeah, if you want it, just send us an email.
So what I did was I took this shop and we're going to turn that into like a home gym, basically. Because we got the room, we got the stuff, let's just use it again, which would be nice. So we have what was called the customer service shack, which is a construction trailer, and it's in the back. And
I'll give you some of those shirts, Mom.
Our oldest daughter
I'll order them for you.
Used to work out there a lot, and it really wasn't used much other than that. At one point, before we found the rental house up the road, we're going to use the basement shop. This was going to be our shipping office like it used to be. And then we have 3 barns, and that was just going to be production. So everybody was pretty much going to work in their own room. And a friend of mine, Jeff, donated the work trailer.
Caleb says the video where you did the testing of the FLN 2.0 is still up somewhere. I don't think so. I didn't release that whole video because we never released the blade. So it's still unlisted, but I am going to release it soon.
Yeah, so when we get the go ahead on those, we'll do that. But anyway,
and I'm currently editing the compilation video from the show. I went to a bunch of places y'all told me to go.
Yep, and a bunch of places you didn't.
Yeah, I got some good.
I've been noticing other people kind of trying to replicate what C-Dub invented on her own, where they're going around.
What's the difference between the FLN 1.0 and the 2.0?
It's huge differences.
Casey said, get that man a cup of coffee stat.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. I'm really trying to say.
Cobra said, just charge me for the FLN 2.0. My card is on file. Thanks, LOL.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty special. Let's move the coffee that's brewing over here.
I may have to go get it because she's not getting my text.
Rude children. Maybe.
Any idea when the Piranha will be available again?
Well, Jeremy's got, I think 100 made in stainless. And what you guys will be excited to know is that we've added jimping to the Piranha, a little micro jimping.
Oh, do you have a picture of that?
Of course not. Remember he brought it to Blade Show in the middle of the craziness? And we looked at it and we're like, wow, this is great.
Any new knives for the second half of 2025?
I'm trying to not to. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, we did a bunch of drops. So here's the reality of life. The DP2, which is going to be done in collaboration with somebody. Basically, he's like, hey, I love the design. I just want to make a special run of ones with my materials. So we'll announce that later, unless he jumps on and he wants to announce it. He might. He does that sometimes. And then we have a sheep's foot combatant.
Murdoch's crew, yes. Please send us an email.
What are we Murdocking?
He asked if there was any 007 blims.
There are.
I mean, we like to get all the full price orders out first,
yeah, well,
but if you're a patron and stuff, we'll help you out with that.
I have that designed. I have the Pakal version of the agent designed. I have a Tonto on the combatant. I'm really excited to push into the combatant series stuff for one majorly exciting reason.
Okay, so people asking about EDC, it's coming along.
In process.
Fine.
Yep.
It's 3 to 6 months from the date we dropped those, and I believe that was April. Wasn't it April?
Yeah, I think it's 15 April. Oh, let's show this.
All right, if y'all didn't enter the giveaway, go ahead. So hold on, I'm about to draw this.
Okay, I'll wait for you then. I'll just stand here and not be dumb.
She's bringing the cup now.
Oh, yay!
So if you win, you can have whatever you want, essentially. We'll figure it out.
And then that room, sorry, I'll just pick up where my brain left off. Then that room turned into like a workshop and a gun building room, basically an armory. But it was more of a catch-all for all kind of crap.
El Cap Addicts! Congratulations!
Like this kind of cap? Did you win a cap? What'd you win?
They win whatever they want within reason of our merch.
Okay, so probably a cap. Hey, that grabbed me. So yeah, T-Dub and I have been doing a lot of walking and exercising together pretty much every morning, 5+ miles. But then we decided that we're in our 40s. And we probably, since we're so busy with the business and can't do much outdoor activity, maybe we need to work out a little more.
Hey, go show that stuff you were about to show.
What stuff?
You were about to show a knife. Stuart, are we going to do a purple auto giveaway today? No, that's mine.
No way.
I will never get rid of it.
No, she won't. She saw the picture. I thought she was kidding.
I got you on camera too.
Okay, that's cool. I'm going to try to figure this out without scalding myself. I'm going to squish this. This is going to be really strong because it's sat for like 8 million minutes.
Yeah, it's the first time you've won. Oh, awesome. Congrats.
Congrats, Cappy.
Don, send us an email. We'll get you a new sheath for your combatant.
So, C-Dub mentioned it, and I launched into action mode, and me and the guys from the shop, because we're waiting on screws.
Thanks, Scorch GM. Thanks for gifting a membership.
Yeah, thanks, awesome, guys.
MA, will Big Idea design... Are they Big Idea or
Big Eye?
Well, I asked
but they answered to all of it.
Yeah, I asked him if he said they go by all of it. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Big Eye.
Will the collab pen color accents, or will it be solid nickel boron?
Nobody really knows for sure. No, it'll be solid. It'll be nickel boron over titanium, which is weird. Wow, cool. My really clean gun mat just got really unclean. So that's.
Hey, CW, any idea when there will be a CQC drop?
I just got crap everywhere.
It's okay.
Well, it's not, because that's a one-of-a-kind mat, and I liked using it because Lee made it, and I like it as a background. So now it is in true T.Kell fashion stained.
Okay, so another drop of CQCs?
Yeah, there will be.
You know when?
I think July.
Oh no, Naptown Crier. We might have a blim in the shop if you want to email us, or I could give you a good price on it.
Okay, you got me over here, lady?
Uh-huh.
All right, FLN 1.0. So you see the low grind? I wanted to kind of make it like a steep ripper, and Gerard wanted it to be more slicey. So we had trouble with the sheath because this curved blade is very hard to get a snap and a retention. So because of that, sheaths are a pain. So when we went back into 2.0,
everybody says the mat is battle worn now.
That's right. So I put a high grind on it, and a super thin edge. So this thing is very classy. We put this eyeball in there because that was the original design, but they said it was going to be too difficult. But that was supposed to be so we could snap retention on the sheath. Still didn't work because Valhalla jacked these up like they jacked everything else in the world up.
I love you just said it. Like we've been like, we're never going to call out
whatever.
the companies that
I'm tired of it. You know,
it does get really tiring.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I'm just so used to sitting around the shop.
People don't know his company's called Valhalla unless they looked into him.
Yeah, well, they will now. Oops, sorry.
Oops.
But anyway, they jacked these up. So these depths were different on all these, so I couldn't use that for a retention point. So we hollow ground them, and I don't think I have a hollow ground.
Loser said, why does Jared have to be such a pain in the ass? He likes what he likes, man.
Yeah, he likes what he likes. It's got to be sharp. So this is not even a hollow ground. So because these were still too thin.
Morning, Micah.
I decided to have them hollow ground. So now hollow ground.
Oh, sorry.
Crazy.
Had you on a blank screen.
That's all right.
We're so tired still from Blade Show.
Yeah, we're freaking tired. But it's okay. But I'm finna not be because that coffee that I just did was called Wake the H Up. So I'm finna do that. And I have no sugar in it, which is the way I drink my coffee.
It was a pleasure to finally meet Tim, CW, and family in person at Blade Show last week. You guys,
I was hoping you would be less nervous by the time the weekend ended. Nope. Just kidding.
It was awesome meeting you too.
It was, man. It was great.
I loved how you came up and were asking me about the sticker, and I didn't know who you were.
I wasn't even there.
That was awesome.
How did I miss that?
But I was even all like, yeah,
Ooh, that's strong.
Patron designed it, and then he's like, "That's me.
That's me, Ronnie Z." Ooh, I did it. I did rhymes and stuff. So yeah, the echo in the background is because that room is empty, and it's gonna have
They
our
don't hear it. They said
equipment. I hear it. It's driving me
Bob,
up the
your adversary is probably waiting on grips, not screws. So email us.
So let's talk about that. Let's do a little thing. You want to do a thing?
Yeah, let's do a thing.
Let's do a thing. Okay, let's do a thing right here. What was that?
Something fell.
Something fell. You see, this is a badger claw sheath, but what is this grip? Okay, more detail. Look at it. Does anybody recognize that? Probably not because it's brand new. I just got the final in the mail yesterday. This Battle Lock combatant is stupid. So good.
Happy Father's Day, EF.
Happy Father's Day,
How
sir.
y'all doing? From Robo Stevio.
Hey, how you doing, eh? Hey, how you doing? So, it just makes this blade feel fast. It's hard to tell in the pictures, but it's fast. So, and the grippiness, the Battle Lock combatants are done.
Loser Rigno.
We're shooting them in black, OD, gray, tan, and blue right now. Literally right now. And so those are done. Freaking finally. What do you guys think about the way it looks?
People are loving it.
Oh,
they're like, give me
so grippy.
My card now.
So the good thing is, any of those adversaries and stuff that are out for order, and guess what else? Because we can fit 2 sets of grips on each mold. Guess what the other set
Adam,
is?
yes, I remember. Adam is saying also that it was nice to meet us and said it was weird that y'all had the same tattoo. Remember that?
That was freaky.
That was crazy. They literally had the same exact arm tattoo.
Same, like not even similar, the same. And I've had mine for about 20 years, almost 20 years.
Nick said, when are the Battle Lock Combatant Series grips going to be available for purchase?
As soon as I get them from my guy, which will be this week. But look, you know what that is? Does anybody know what that is? Anybody see the little jumping right there on the back? What does that mean?
Lower it, honey.
I don't want to lower it. I'm looking at it. Look.
What is that?
Nautilus.
Oh, we finally got the grips.
Finally got the grips. These were just, basically he sent me pictures that these are freaking incredible. And he overnighted them to me. We were hoping to have them for Blade Show, but you know.
Forget about it.
Forget about it, huh? You know what I'm saying? But let's look at it up here. Like the total package. I love how matte these are. Y'all don't even understand. Don't even get it. It's so Badger Claw. This is like the medium, I think. Anyway, I've really been liking carrying my knife, not on my belt.
Machatero.
Hey, she said stuff to somebody in the language that she's fluent in.
That's just
that
his
I'm not.
name.
I heard Buenos Dias.
Brian White said, Tim's hugs looks uncomfortable.
That was intentional. Because it's like this big running joke. I mean, I'm not a big fan of being hugged, but I like hugging people if it makes them feel good. Does that make sense? So if I do it, it's for you.
Rider 308 said, what about the aluminum grips for the combatant?
Working on it.
Golf ball grips. Loved it on the blade.
So the first aluminum grips we're going to do is I'm going to do some in the Agent series. How about them apples? I was talking to Nick.
Hey, Matthew McCann, you're very welcome.
So does anybody just want to launch?
Monkey, we are shipping 007s. We are, man, we had so many orders. I think we're still in December orders.
Yeah, like the 13th December, I think is where we are. But we just got black screws on the porch. Great.
Yes.
I got tons of stuff on the porch that I got to get to the shop.
I want to show my prized possession.
Oh, no. Okay. So I was texting Nick yesterday and the day before. He said that they did a drop Friday. I don't know if there are any left. If you guys don't know NCC Customs, that's Nick Chuprin Customs. Nick does a lot of my OEM work. You'll recognize the level of his stuff. All right, so there's his logo. He always sticks his latest sticker on the trailer at Blade Show. He posted this. C-Dub saw it, said, I want that. I thought she was kidding, trying to be nice to Nick, but look. Do you see it? Watch my hand. I noticed this in C-Dub's video. It's like it. Okay. Anyway, so the lockup, there's zero wiggle. Titanium, titanium, titanium. So
Ron Izzy said Nick is 10 minutes from him.
You need to go see Nick. Nick is in Hudson, right? Look. So somebody made a comment on YouTube saying that it's cheaper to make the blades with these ridges. No. And that's why Nick and I were a good fit. He was already doing this, and then I do it, but his are much more pronounced.
Stewart said he looked at his site today, and they were all sold out.
Yeah, so he said he sent
this Barbarian Brawny this, but Tim has a favorite. He has a favorite, and I have a favorite.
What?
He asked what your favorite Blade Show pickup was. This is mine. Tim got.
If I would have gotten an NCC, it would be this. But I didn't. But this is his Ragnarok Mach 1. The Mach is the automatic. So you can make a gajillion different combinations. He will do a special order run every once in a while where you can pick blade shape, blade finish, blade steel, grip, texture, color, titanium, non-automatic, flipper, whatever. But I cannot tell you, even C-Dub was going crazy about
even the pocket
clip. She's like, it's just perfect. So each NCC knife is handmade. Each one is textured. The color combinations are done. So there were 13 of these made. He's been
doing that since he was like 14 or something?
Teenager, for real. He's one of the longest guys, been longest in the industry, but his automatic.
S45 VN.
Yeah, man, S45 too. Ain't playing no games. It's just, it is so effing good. So good. This automatic is his. He does all the parts, the springs, everything. Every single piece. Look at that. I love that chamfer between these where it's purple. So I've never been able to get one of his knives because this one, as a prototype a couple years ago, I wanted it. And
Peach.
Anyway.
Hey, Peach.
So that's C-Dub's favorite pickup.
Rob said every time Tim says textured, I run back into the room. LOL. Ron Izzy, can we get an NCC collab on a limited run combatant folder?
Well, how about we just let him make our folder?
Well, we've been begging him to make our folder.
He won't do it automatic for me because this is his proprietary automatic. And he said, you know, I can't hand make them at the level that your people will buy them.
Are you on? Would you mind linking Nick's website for people that are asking?
It's going to be all sold out. But I was texting him last night about I don't know. Did you post that to Patreon?
I posted a video of the knife.
I'm talking about that picture of 2,500 knives.
No, I never posted it.
Okay, so he was QCing all day. Him and Zach that works for him, they were QCing all day, and he's like, dude, I don't ever want to see another T.Kell again. And of course, I'm a smartass. We were texting about something else, and I'm like, I didn't get your newsletter, and I signed up for it because I told him that if you guys heard how crazy C-Dub was about this knife, then you would buy some. And he said there may be some left after the drop, but he's got drops every Friday. Sign up for his newsletter. I'm not overstating how good this thing is. So I'm gonna give it back.
They're not cheap though.
They're not. But if you're into that kind of stuff, like, it's the reason I didn't get one a couple years ago is because I couldn't afford it. So we're gonna do all the stuff I got a Blade show. Is Chad on?
Which one?
Call a day check.
Yes.
Okay. Chad, give me this.
Oh, hold on. Let me put you over.
One can o whoop ass. So he gave me this.
Funny.
And there's it's like a boxer, a bull boxer. Anyway, so a bead, we'll put it here. Let's put Chad's can whoop ass there. The guys from Daily Knife, also of Crispy Donut, also of Voyage Blade Works. What else do they do?
I think they're Voyage Blade Works now, officially.
Okay, but there's another thing. Like they're
right, Brawny. That's their official. They don't do Crispy
anyway,
Donut anymore.
No,
right?
but there's another thing. Like anyway. So
hey, good morning. Happy Father's Day, Steven.
Luke gave me this because he's a Texan. I'll be liking some bourbon. I don't really get a chance to drink it much anymore. But anyway, thank you so much, Luke, for that. Just looking over all the stuff gift-wise. This is kind of a cool story. So the first challenge coin, year one at Blade Show.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to give away a 003 knife, so enter that while he talks.
A guy gave me
003.
One of the small arm team, Marine Forces Reserve. So he's a reservist and armor. So he gave me this my first year at Blade Show. So what, 3-4 years ago? He came back this year and said, last year you gave me one and I wanted, this is our new one. So first challenge coin anybody gave me in the industry. Really cool. So Albany, really cool. So there's the new one. So that's cool. He gave me that. I'm going to put it right here beside the other one on display. One of our officers from Chattanooga PD wanted to trade me challenge coin for challenge coin. I think he probably got the short end of the stick, and he did appear to be slightly disappointed because this thing is rad. So this is the Super Mario Brothers coin. But if you look, there's the bridge in Chattanooga. There's the Chattanooga Aquarium in the background. And then there's all kind of thugs in there doing stuff. And then there you go, Chattanooga Police Department. Really cool gun team, Chattanooga Police Department gun team. So they did some community outreach. And he traded me this. And there's a bunch of other really rad ones. And I didn't realize how awesome they were until Jacob's brother, who works for me, he's a cop. And he's like, nobody can get those. You probably screwed him over. I'm like, oops, I'm sorry. So I'm going to put this here on the challenge coin rack. That one's there. Since we're in challenge coin flavor, is Bandowski on?
I haven't seen him yet.
Okay. Bando Picks. He's got a little up-and-coming YouTube channel. So that's his thing. He gave me these stickers, and he gave me...
Oh, are we showing stickers? I got a purse full of stickers.
We'll do stickers next time. These were all in just one stack. So he gave me these poker chips. So Bando Picks, he's doing some YouTube reviews. Check his stuff out. He's a Marine. So he gave me those. I got one of these. I'm going to stick this right here now. I'm going to put the stickers over here. Some of you guys on Whatnot, you may know this dude. He's also a patron. Can we say his name?
Yeah.
Okay, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he gave me this one, number 21 of 25 at Blade Show. He also Cut Star. So this is numbered. He gave me a pen, and I gave him a little bit of crap about giving me such a high number. I'm like, oh, I was 21st on your list. Well, we came home one day from eating some tacos. Day after Blade Show, we were running around making deposits, business meetings, blah, blah, blah. He was stalking us and showed up at the house instead of the shop, and this was in the driveway. Number 6, with a love letter. But basically, I was on his show. He wanted to know if we would do it, so he hung out around the shop. Monday, my day of rest. I still like Wes. Good dude, veteran. Check out his Whatnot channel. I'm not 100% sure how those things work. I was pretty much in a daze when I was doing it, but he said I did okay. So I'm going to put his pins over here.
Yes, Matthew, we are going to offer Badger Claw sheaths.
We do.
Yeah, we do have some already.
Aren't they on the website already? I think. Anyway, so Cut Star, thanks, Wes.
Snacks wants to know what would be a good recommendation for a fixie folder for a businessman. Want to get something cool for my uncle, but I don't know what to get.
The DP1 is really slimline in a pocket with a badger claw. It's just super slim. We're going to do more of the jute wraps with Nice by Nooch. That would be a good one. The Piranha is a really good one. Slip that thing in a leather sheath. It drops in your pocket. Really, really slimline. I like fixed blades.
Barbarian Brawny, you make leather sheaths? Wait, let me read this. I had a customer leather sheath maker reach out asking to make a sheath. Oh, okay.
Will.
Cool. Show us how it looks when you get done, or when he gets done.
Yeah, I think Piranha DP1 are really good for pocketable fixed blades. I think those are 2 good choices. If you want, I'll show them both. You want to do that? So there's the DP1. Do I have a Piranha without a Century grip? Of course I don't. So there's no more running into the shop and just grabbing crap because I can't. So just imagine it doesn't have the ring. So that's small. Both of these are small little fixed blades. You can get this with or without the ring on this one. Those 2 are really good pocketable. That's a DP1 in the high shine. That was kind of cool to see everybody at Blade Show having a battle. Chad's like, yeah, I got the American flag ones that are only 5 of those. And Lee's like, well, I got a shiny one and there's only 10 of those. And it was kind of funny.
I'm telling you, the extended grips are a huge hit. Everybody that has tried those love them. Speaking of, that's the extended grips. You can add that to your Piranha and make it a much bigger blade. I'll do that. I'll add it to that one. What else did people give to Tim? I did a trade with a guy. You may recognize him. The second in command at Jack Wolf. He had a bunch of them. It doesn't have a pocket clip. People always get mad at us when we show Jack Wolf.
Yeah, they're mad that the guy makes this stuff
in China.
Yeah, I think so. I still can't dispute how good this knife is. It's a back flipper, so I'm learning to do it. I just like the nostalgic designs with the new modern materials. This is titanium, all framed with some fat carbon. I just thought it was awesome. I just think it's neat.
Mezzatesta said he gave us coins.
What did I do with it?
Are they still packed?
It's at the shop. I saw it. It's put on the Armor of God, so it's got all the stuff. It's really cool. I thought it was the same one he gave me last year, but it wasn't. So
yeah, sorry, because we haven't had a chance to like unload everything.
So everybody gets mad about Jack Wolf?
Well, I've just seen people.
They do. They really do. But can y'all hear how that titanium with this fat carbon handle, that it's just really echoey and snappy. And I just thought it was cool that they came over and wanted to do a trade with me for one of my blades. That's neat. Irregardless of where they're made.
Who made the Mario coin? Do you know?
Chattanooga. Oh, the company? Siren Symbols. You want to see it? Here you go. That's who made it. Sirensymbols@gmail.com. So yeah, there's that. Everybody giving me disparaging comments about my Jack Wolf because I love it. I mean, I really do. Despite where it's made, it is in. Forget the steel. Yeah, S90. So that's my second Jack Wolf. Yeah, I just like it.
Yeah, we do need to do that. Zachary said we owe a Patreon knife collection video. We've got to do that.
The whole collection? Woo, man. I'm organizing it now. Again, Luke from Voyage Blade Works. I don't know if you guys understand what this is. This is a Chavez custom Megalodon. I showed this to Ramon, and he's like, holy crap, dude, do you understand what you have? And I don't think I fully did.
Don, I saw that at Blade Show when I was talking to MKN.
So this is a Chavez custom folder, the Megalodon. Not many made, very hard to get. Luke wanted to trade me for this. I just was kind of blown away. I didn't know what it was at first, and I felt terrible. And then I showed Ramon, and he's like, whoa, dude, that's crazy. So I carried it around, and then he was kind of like, maybe you don't want to pocket that thing because these are rare. Really cool, right? I mean, it's super slick. I like Ramon. He's a good dude. He's got good blades. He's got American stuff. He's got overseas stuff. He's just a nice dude to deal with. Let's go with what Carson made me. I haven't heard much from Carson at Armored Faith Blade Works. We did the auctions for his stuff. We're still trying to settle up on some of those. This may be the Baker Forge Damascus. Basically, I never get to keep any of the customs that he makes.
Well, and Josh has said he was going to give me the purple one. Did we get settled up with all of that?
I'll have to ask.
Which is extremely nice. He said he wanted me to have a commemorative blade for my
Which is really sweet. Yeah. That blade is just absolutely breathtaking. So this is a much lower line version. You know, my G10, our copper screws, a custom tied liner to bead, and then with the Baker Forge. So, and these coffin sheaths, everybody loved these coffin sheaths. Carson does his own leather works too. I know a lot of you guys have some Armored Faith stuff. I have a lot of stuff of his. I like Carson and his little growing family a lot. So thank you, Carson, for this. I carried it a lot, but then my pockets got super duper full. I'm not going to tell the whole story behind this. I'm just really honored to receive it because this is kind of a private thing. But so you see this? I was talking to Ramon. He was playing with one of these in his hand. So these are the prototype run that were only available at Blade Show. American made Chavez Dissident OTF, guys. I have had this in my pocket since he handed me the box. Anyway, I mean, it's just really cool. It's aluminum. It's got this, I forgot the name of the texture, but these are, I'm just honored to even have this. And he was honored that I wanted it so much. So it was really cool.
Gotta put a plug in for BMKT, neighbor to the north, making pretty great small knives.
Yeah, Bald Man Knife Tool, next door neighbors to us at Blade Show. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't mean to have that many people flooding the area, but they were super nice. I didn't have a chance to look at their stuff. We were so incredibly busy. But he was bald, and he was a man, and he made knives and tools. I actually think I have some of his stuff that you guys have given me.
You is so funny, honey.
But look at this. So this is my favorite thing that I got at Blade Show. One, because Ramon was super nice to me when I first got into the industry. He told me you were going to be crazy popular, and he was right. So what an honor to even have one. There's only a handful that were available at Blade, and I was able to get one. So awesome. Awesome.
I'm pretty sure that OTF Chavez would cure my diabetes.
I love it. So over Blade Show, I went from one Chavez. Look, and I just want to prove, because you know who
Somebody
you are.
asked if you've got a custom module on that gun that you're carrying today.
Yeah. Here's another Chavez with a natural micarta. I've had this one forever. M39. So yes, I don't want to name drop you. I still have it.
He likes being name dropped. He likes it.
You do it. He likes you better than me.
Mark gave us that.
So I got some stuff from Mark that's like, I still have a bunch of stuff. whew, anyway, I just feel so honored to have this stuff, right?
Hey, if y'all didn't enter, last chance. About to give it away.
I think, wait, no. So Darren Becker, he works at Smoky Mountain Harley, which is really close to here. He gave me and C-Dub and the kids some of their shirts, which I love. Shirts.
Blind Woo Fury.
Look.
You won.
Highwayman. Remember that song?
003.
If you don't know that song, you should get killed. Anyway, Highwayman. I like that this is...
Email us, customer service at tkelknives.com.
The Black Dragon, which is a road. Anyway, so I had aspirate. I had a motorcycle when I was active duty, not a Harley, because I was active duty and couldn't afford one. And I got rid of it when I got out because I just did. Look at this one for the girls, the Black Dragon.
Cool.
Really rad. This looks like Caitlin size. And this looks like Mama size. And this looks like China size. So the whole family.
Captain Ricky, what are we giving away? Hugs? Question mark.
Hugs. I'm sweaty. You're making me nervous. And then Darren also
morning coffee, Captain Ricky.
Whew,
We
man.
start at 10.
I'm like vibrating.
We're early risers.
Yeah. He is too, though. I talked to him on the phone the other day, like 7-ish, and he was awake. He did yell at me for interrupting his workout time. Well, what you did miss, Captain Ricky. So anyway, he gave me, this is an antenna. And he said they have 1 million of these that they take off of people's bikes when they're doing customs, and they're just laying in a bin, and he gave me one. So that's like a 50 cal antenna topper. My super fancy Dodge doesn't have this type of thing on it, but I'm going to stick it on C-Dub's Focus. It'll be awesome. Anyway, thanks, Darren. Been a long time. I think that's it, right?
There's more we'll bring next week.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I have here. That's all the gifts. I don't know.
Will we see the T.Kell fighter blade this year, Tim, from Jacob Vargas?
I don't think so. I think we're like slowing down on all the new blades. DP2 is definitely coming. I did say that earlier, that in the special edition version of that, released with somebody who's super special edition. If he wants to talk about it right now, he can. If he doesn't, we can do an official announcement later. But I did settle on some material, pictures.
Christopher, yes, Nightshade Warncliffe would ship immediately. And the person that asked about the combatant, as long as you get a grip in stock, it'll.
There's like 4 or 5 of these pictures floating around of me out there looking super uncomfortable. That's me in measured texture.
I didn't even see that picture.
You want it?
Yeah,
you need to post it to the thing. This was during setup, wasn't it? Or is it?
Casey, I do think they make them in tall. Don't they, Hunter? Don't they make those shirts in tall?
I'm not made in tall. I made in medium.
Oh, and somebody was asking about the Mike Jarvis wrapped 007.
Oh, yeah. So
do that.
So there's another. So we're doing 50 with him as a slimline wrap and doing 50 with somebody else. I got to text him too. Can't announce his name yet.
Why can't we announce that yet?
Because I have to talk to him and figure out.
But I want to.
Well, you know.
I like him.
There you go. There's a tip off. Our favorite French Italian. Anyway, that's the plan to do those things. We got to figure out a sheath. Mike was like, I don't want to do a sheath. So Auxiliary Manufacturing, the maker of this knife. I really love that the community has welcomed me this year. I think they finally figured out that me and C-Dub do the videos to highlight them because we like people and there's enough knives and people to go around for everybody. But anyway, Mike is doing a wrap on some 007s for us in his little X with the Ray wrap, and then somebody else is going to do it too. Pretty neat.
Honey, help out Supreme Taco 77. Looking into getting my first knife from you, but I'm just so indecisive because I want a few different models.
Let's talk about Supreme Tacos. Yesterday, C-Dub and I, in the middle of the day, were like, you know what? I'm killing myself, moving everything out of the old gun shop, turning it into the home gym. And I was sitting there. That used to be her dance room. So I uncovered the mirrors that I put up for her years ago. And I was like, wow, I am way wider this way. I think I'm a square. Like this width the same. Like hold your anyway. So that's why we're doing the gym. Reopening the T.Kell gym in our home because we have a huge room that has no use. And she's like, "Hey, what about some authentic tacos?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's do that." So we did it. And I had a gordita, chorizo gordita that was insane. Some tacos al pastor, which were insane. What did Caitlin? Oh, and of course tamales, which
honey, that does not help him with his blade.
That's the Supreme tacos. But I'm about to start hulking back up like I used to be. So I got to talk about food.
I say combatant or CG if it's your first blade from us.
Yeah,
or
get the battle up.
DP1 if you want something smaller. Or
it depends, man. What do you want to EDC it? If you want to do EDC heavy work, Raider. If you want to do EDC / heavy work.
Well, what I go by is
combatant.
Consistent. People love, always positive feedback on.
Always
which
clicky,
is the combatant, the Night Stalker CG,
sticky.
the DP one.
Yeah, so the new Night Stalkers are coming July. That drop is July 15. If you guys didn't catch the pictures of it at Blade Show or the pictures we've talked about, it's stupid good. Stupid good. Even
everybody says they're getting hungry now.
Oh,
man, those things were so good.
Man, look.
Good morning, Straight Edge. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Fat Earth Day, Mr. Edge, and to your children. I met your son. Great guy.
He is very, very, very nice kid.
Very good job.
Yeah.
Super nice, respectful, great kid. He's got your heart, which is great. Jason's such a nice dude. But he sent me a picture yesterday, the day before. His son got inspired at Blade Show, bought a laser engraver, and one of the first things he did was the T.Kell knives wood block.
Gus has asked a few times, honey, the updates on the 4s and 5s. We're almost getting back from. Well, we're also going to redo them too.
Yeah, so we're starting the 5s over. We haven't done a drop on those yet. The existing ones, we're doing the hollow grind like we promised. I've got 85 of them that are supposed to be here tomorrow.
Does anybody know what Jim Skelton is talking about? Are you talking about that automatic folder?
Oh.
Does anyone know what knife was they used in the thumbnail? Purple anodized with a radial frag pattern. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, that's mine.
Where
is yours?
Oh, here it is.
Look, I only get to hold it like once a day, but today's a special day. Literally, if you open the top drawer of her dresser that's in like our bathroom that's the size of a house that I'm not allowed in, she's got her own dresser in that room. It has a little pillow. It sleeps in there. But here it is. It's not a lie.
I use it though.
Look.
I've been carrying it.
This is NCC. Nick Chuprin. Nick makes a
G19.5 AEBL DP1s are shipping. We just have not gotten the black screws yet, but we can rush it out if you're flexible. If you want to,
go gray screws and anyway. So yeah, this is NCC knives. Nick, C-Dub's favorite pickup from the show. Cracked ice is this pattern. Purple titanium everywhere. Nick just does stupid good work. He was afraid to tell people he was my OEM guy, doing half my work. Jeremy does the other half for a long time. And we're working on a combatant folder, which is really rad. I mean, just look at the speed of this. It just appears. And it's, anyway, sorry.
So, okay, so 004, let's get back to his question.
So 004s, you want to see a picture? Let's look at this.
And Kylie, we mentioned the Nautiluses earlier. We showed the new grips on those, so those should be shipping shortly.
So we didn't get these sent off to Heat Treat before Blade Show.
Okay, y'all chime in. Which one should he get?
What?
Combatant or Striker?
Okay. Can you guys see this? I wish it would focus. That'd be really rad if this thing would do what it's supposed to do. So it looks to me, let me find it.
It's too small.
Let me find it. See right here? Please, to focusing on the thing. So those are your 4s. Those are your 4s. See how it says QC'd on there? Let's zoom out.
And they won't be blemished or messed up by Gahagan this time.
Oops. You can't say that. You're not allowed to say that. Anyway, so what you have in this picture, 00, those are 1s, 3s. Back here.
People are asking for Nautilus update, honey.
Now we got the grips on the way. They should be any day now. Some more 007s back there, I see. You got 4s here.
Everybody's saying combatant.
And then up top here, look at this. I mean, there's just...
They can't see that, honey. It's
why can't you see this?
Blurry.
Look, be less
The
dumb.
point is, the 004s are...
going to heat treat.
Yes, we are so sorry for the...
We have 3,000 blades that we're wrapping up the weeks before and during Blade Show and last week. So we are going to kill the heat treater.
Regina, thank you so much. I'm so glad to have given you the pink. And I believe you're probably the only one that has that.
V3s are at heat treat too. Jeremy got knocked out with those. Some screwdrivers, but most of those are going to get snatched up by military because that is a machine gun screwdriver. And I don't know if you guys are aware, there's a lot of machine guns getting used these days.
Pete Sake said, what's the plan with Topo on the Nautilus? Will it work?
No.
No. We were planning on talking to y'all about that on Patreon.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to have to, send them the non-topoed ones. And well, anyway. Yeah,
everybody's saying combatant, like everybody. So, yeah.
But look at the combatant with battle lock. What about that? Ooh. It's so light. You know what I'm talking about?
Did China get anything from Blade Show this time?
No.
I don't think she did. We were too busy.
She wanted something.
She wanted a booth that I visited, Bear Den Knives. He had this really, it's not Baker Forge. It's another person that does Damascus. I can't remember his name.
Oops.
But it was a stunner. I think it was like $900.
She told me it was $600. She kept trying to drag me over there like, Daddy will buy it for me.
Y'all see it on the video that I do when I get done with it. That he was making really good stuff too. Has anybody heard of him? Bear Den Knives?
I was wondering
since I got the combatant, no knife managed to replace it as my daily from sport.
Do I have a bald man? Thought I did.
Bound to Wonder or Op Striker shipping. Yes. If they haven't, it's because of a grip color.
That's not a bald man. I'm trying to see. I don't have a bald man knife and tool. I thought I did. Maybe that's one. I think it might be. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, bald man, for killing everyone. Wait.
Hit Chad Nichols. No. His
Look at
name was something else, I think.
Isn't that what this is? BMKT?
Yeah, you have one.
I have two. There you go. So.
Sounds like we need to do a combatant giveaway.
There you go.
Should we, honey?
So, yeah. Bald man knife and tool. There you go. A little sheep's foot, a little drop point action. Nice swedges. Good looking blades, too. Machine work is good.
Let's see the adversary.
No. Can't make me.
Vegas Forge. No, it was somebody's name. I want to say his name was Adam something. But he said he's not as well known as some of the other Damascus guys.
Oh, that's cool.
That he only takes orders off of Facebook or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people do that, which is different from me. Would you ask me to show?
I need to get that knife. It was awesome.
Will you ask me to show?
Adversary.
Adversary.
Can we give away a combatant or only do we have enough to do that?
I think we do.
Or should we do an adversary instead?
We should do an adversary.
Okay. We all be happy with an adversary giveaway?
We'll throw some black battle locks on it. Because that's what I have here.
That's awesome. Barbarian Bronny said, I've been seeing those lately, but I haven't been into any other fixed blades since I've been carrying a T.Kell. What an honor.
Well, thanks, man. You handle a lot of blades. That's a huge honor. Whew, man, that adversary's wicked.
Did you guys check out Broken Anvil Knife Works? No, I don't think I did. I went to several of the ones y'all mentioned, but I don't know if I got to all of them.
Yeah, so P-Dub, it's interesting.
Oh, 005 updates, honey.
Didn't we give those? Oh.
You did the 4.
I've got 85 of them on the way, and then Dan was telling me he shipped another 50 yesterday. So they'll be going to Nickel Boron this week. As soon as they get in from Dan at Precision Knife Works, we're going to send them off. Those are the hollow grounds. We're going to book them out. It only takes a week or two to get Nickel Boron, and then finally we can get those done.
Because I know y'all misspell this, I'm making it easy for you. Hashtag ad.
Cool.
So you won't misspell adversary.
I need to see something.
And Ray Johnson's asking about the small TS-87.
Sorry, there was a person in my parking lot of my shop.
Was it somebody using our trash can?
Nope, it was somebody getting their camera equipment.
CW question. I haven't seen 004 Kydex sheaths on the website. Also, which Badger Claw size would work for 004?
That's that medium slim, right? Medium one?
Medium. And we don't have the 4 Kydex sheaths yet. Right?
Correct. Yeah, because we had to redo those. We had to complete. I'm gonna build a blade. You guys want to see me build one? Let's put the new.
So Jason of Straight Edge said he was able to go to Broken Anvil. If y'all want to check out his video on it, he did a bunch of videos from Blade Show also.
Yeah, watch.
I'm just
Jason.
like a perfectionist about editing, so I haven't released mine yet because I'm still messing with it.
Yeah, she's pretty much been buried in doing editing.
Well, I mean, because I film with my phone, so the footage is not like the best footage. So I try to make.
I think your footage is great. You have a great foot
with like transitions and stuff.
She has a great foot.
I need some professional videography.
I know it, guys. He's still on here.
Oh.
He hasn't commented much. If he is, he's still.
I thought it was really great that Gunfighter Customs guy, I think Michael is his name. He came back and got an adversary. That was really cool.
Yeah, what an honor, though. You know, you guys don't understand. Like, it's like, I think, like when I was at Ramon's, but he just totally floored that. I'm like, I want that.
It's always an honor when other makers want your stuff.
And somebody
unless they buy it and start their own knife company and steal all your stuff and rip you off.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, 003 win. I want a 003 on Cut Stars Whatnot. Woohoo! $2. Thank you.
Oh, so you got that Gen 1.
That's what I gave away earlier too. And Mil Spec Mike asked about the 001. The 001, the new 001.
You guys don't even know.
Awesome.
It will be July, and I'm going to tell you something. It is so good. When I start doing vids on that, wow, I'm so cool now. Vids. Let's do vids, guys. Oh, you got me on 1 or 2.
So John K says, "Hey Tim and CW, plastics break in the cold." Are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He's trying to say that my 30% glass polymer is going to break in the cold, and he would be wrong. It's the same polymer that you're talking about in your Glock and SIG frame. Same company that makes that polymer. We just have a 30% higher.
Thanks, CJ.
Higher glass percentage. So you're not just talking about plastic, you're talking about a glass filled polymer. So I've been in some very, 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 very cold with SIGs and Glocks, and they didn't break. So yeah, anyway.
And then he said, what is the maximum cold they could handle?
I'd have to get with DuPont and find out for sure, but it's a 30% glass. So look up the specs on what your Glock and SIG and everybody, Smith and Wesson, and it's the same exact polymer. Same.
Hey, Kane Miranda, send me an email. There's still some over there, I believe, of the 004s. But if you're looking for a blim and you're a patron, you can always message me and I'll see what we have.
The type of cold extremes that the polymers that you can use.
Y'all see us? Please.
When do hand puppets?
Please let me know. Are we back? Are we back?
It's just backwards right now.
I think I pressed a button.
Are we on there? Is this one?
I'm sorry. I think I pressed a button.
Good? Did I say we're good?
Yeah, we
okay,
are.
cool.
I got to put.
So yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever your polymer frame,
it's because I'm not good at using Macs.
whatever your polymer frame gun will break at, that's what this is, and you're not going to be able to use the blade without gloves that look like mitts anyway.
Recently got a knife from a competitor that may have ripped off one of your designs. I can say that the 2 knives I have from you are much better, 100%. Their ring handle and grips are too small. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I could venture a guess, but I won't. Can you focus on not my arm? Did you? Okay, whatever.
I got to set that other camera up. Sorry.
I'm over here being crazy. Yeah, so this adversary, you guys don't even understand. It's really quick and nimble now. This is the first time I put these grips on. They got done yesterday. I got them here. Wicked fast.
All right, I have the other camera back up.
Okay, cool. Maybe it'll focus and I won't look like an idiot.
Oops.
Did you do it again?
No.
Okay. Woo! Man, it's always fun.
Are the Apache grips coming back soon?
Let me tell you something. So, current manufacturing, they make that material for us. And they're slow as hell. I mean, hell is pretty slow. I got an email like, it used to be 4 weeks and 6 and now 12 and 16 and whatever. And they were like, well, this and this and this from February, we can't make any more material if you've got outstanding balances. And I look, and on our books, I don't. And if I did, it would be like a missed invoice for a few $100s. And I'm like, I looked, we gave them close to 100 grand last year just for G10. That's a lot of money. If you're falling down over $400 and an invoice that we might have missed, I just prefer to use somebody else. Is that too much? Did I say too much? I said too much.
Hey, y'all don't forget to enter. I had to redo this. Hashtag ad for the adversary. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes.
But I am working with another supplier.
Tactical Tavern has featured a guy a couple times with 100% all T.Kell designs stolen. Don't know. I know Tactical Tavern works with Fisher, and he worked for us and went and started his own knife company and took our money.
Inspired by, right?
He didn't copy our design.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the Gahagan person.
I don't think he's featured him on there. But hey, it's a loving community, guys.
Yeah,
we love.
They don't backstab or anything.
I said this for years. Like, yeah, I mean, the people like you guys, great. And I won't say this, everyone. Like, there's so many people in the industry that are incredible. Yeah. Incredible people. There are a few.
The nicest person, like, Nuge is really nice.
Yes.
Who else?
Ramon's great.
Oh, Bob DeMarco.
Yeah, but he's not like a knife company. The guys from Big Eye, incredible guys.
Companies.
Our neighbors, Baldman, they were super nice. Not saying that there's only 3 or 4. I'm just saying there are a handful of people in the industry that they're in it to just make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And that shows in how they treat people and all that kind of stuff.
But he was a consultant for us. He should have paid us for consulting.
Yeah, I know. We had that backwards, right? How did that happen?
Miller Brothers. Yeah, I met them. They are nice.
Yeah, they are nice guys. I think he was a little nervous to be on camera with CW. But make good stuff anyway.
Will there be more collabs with Big Eye? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got another project that I reached out to them about. The pen collab. Will the
pen have our logo also?
Yes, both. It'll have ours and theirs. So yeah, those are actually.
Dropped Lefty as a partner because they didn't like his review. Uh-oh. I don't know anything about that. I can't really say.
I don't. Who's Lefty?
Lefty EDC. I think he has a YouTube channel.
Oh. I don't know. I'm a big proponent of.
Oh, y'all should support Nick Stasa.
Mm-hmm.
He's so genuine and so nice. So nice.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
Such a nice guy.
Stasa 23, I think is this.
Yeah. There's a lot of nice people. Just because we didn't name them here doesn't mean they're not nice.
Yeah, let's do the whole list.
Let's pivot.
FLN 2.0 when?
As soon as I get the
Darth
sheath
Jesus.
from MKM. The Italian company. They're making our sheath, and it's going to be dual magnetic retention. Like they have some pocket sheaths that I absolutely fell in love with, and I loved them. And I said, hey, one, I want to be a distributor of their stuff because it fits the DP1 perfectly, and two, I don't see anybody else doing that. Thought it was really rad.
Jacob said combatant sheep's foot.
Yeah. I don't know if it's coming this year or not.
Hey, Nature Boy, thanks for gifting a membership.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to my house. But yes, I don't know what the heck I was talking about.
Sal D, I love the family atmosphere here. All the customer service has been beyond helpful and nice. It's a breath of fresh air. Hard to find loyal people that actually care about the work and make them.
I think so. Like, if you guys saw Taylor's video where he called me dumb, which is like every video because we're friends and we call each other dumb. He was saying that we stole the show, and that meant a lot to me because there were so many people there wearing T.Kell shirts from years past, this year, patrons. It's just such a huge honor to be liked that much. And I think a lot of it is because we're stupid crazy about being honest. And I stand here in front of you guys every week, unless something crazy is happening, and I answer your questions about your order. Sorry, there's that. Fruit fly. And we really like to treat people well. I like being treated well. And that's probably why a lot of the stuff comes up sometimes where we're like, man, that person was not super nice. Because we work really hard to be super
J Bell's
nice.
been asking you a gun question.
I'm ready.
P320 or CZ Shadow 2?
I have both. The Shadow 2 is more of a comp gun. So, I mean, I have a comp of both brands.
Mike, yeah, the new clips available are on the Blade Show Combatant.
Yeah.
Did we sell out of everything at Blade Show?
Almost, yeah, which is insane. We sold nearly 400 blades there. I had no idea. We killed ourselves to just have whatever was available that we weren't currently shipping at the time, because I had the new displays built and they were huge. So I'm like, man, we got to fill these up. We better bring more blades than we usually do, just so it doesn't look like we didn't care. We sold a ton of blades. A ton.
Are we going to Blade Show Tactical?
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Maybe they're talking about that CanCon tactical show that they did last year.
I doubt it. But I don't know. I mean,
let's give away the adversary.
Yeah, do that. Do the adversary. So the P320 CZ. The P320 gets a whole lot of
Random American.
Hey, I was just asking if you were on. Congratulations.
If you already have an adversary, let us know.
I do want to tell you, Random American, your name came up this morning because I was using that titanium spoon that somehow ended up upstairs in C-Dub's kitchen. She stole it from me. So thanks for giving her the new spoon that she loves, because it's super long. And guess what? We get local honey, raw, and the jar is like this tall, and that she stole it. That's all I can say.
Ryan Henley said, that's why I stick with you. Not that I need every one of your knives, but you've always been genuine and true. That's
more important, guys. I want you to hear this from me. Don't not pay your bills from trying to buy every one of my knives. We just like having you as part of the community. You know? If it starts to feel like we're milking people for a cash grab, I will close the doors. I don't want to be like, that's not why we're doing it. This thing keeps growing and growing and growing. And I've said there's two things. One, Bob DeMarco asked me a couple years ago, maybe 3, how big is T.Kell going to get? And I don't know. The answer to that question is, I want to sell as many blades as I possibly can at or above our current level of quality and customer service. If those two things do not intersect, I have no business being here. None at all. However many knives that is, that's how we're going to make. I keep trying to innovate, speed up our processes.
Yeah, we want our processes to not be so slow. We hate being late on stuff.
And those of you that are like me, we're praying through a situation where we have potentially a very
Did you tell them we were going to do that show? Hunter said he's looking on the Blade Tactical website and there's a picture of our stuff on it.
What is?
Did they ask you? It's probably that recoil thing.
Yes. Well, I don't know if he asked me specifically. Here's the thing. I won't name drop, right? I guess he doesn't care.
Nick Bonomo wants a T.Kell don't not pay your bills t-shirt.
Yes.
Don't not pay your bills.
Oh, wait. Is Fish Ranch?
Wait. Hey, the shirt we were going to get, Make It Right or whatever, we did get.
Hey, listen to this. I'm going to read this out loud.
Okay.
Without saying names. I know a guy that aforementioned did knives for and messed him up horribly. He lost so much money on them that he went out of business and had to move and get a regular job.
You talking about Valhalla? Oh my God.
He didn't say that. He said the dude who owned its last name. I can't say who it is because he wouldn't want me to. Don't feel bad about telling people about him though, because it's a pattern.
Terrible.
Fill in the blank, knew he messed him up and wouldn't call him back. And when he went to pick up his knives, he wasn't there or wouldn't show his face. He had his wife to be there and give the guy messed up blades. Then he wouldn't return his calls or make it right. Just thought I would pass it on. I don't want that to happen to anybody else.
That's why we've
If I knew y'all were using them, I would have told you sooner.
I debated telling people because I'm like, man, this is people's livelihoods. Like, we lost so much money.
Listen, man, I thought they were out of business because I lost 240 grand. And I thought, hey, I'm going out of business. Close the doors. I can't make the blades to the level you want, and I can't pay you back because we're going out of business. But I left it at that. They're back in business, but it's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to stir up crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're praying through it. We're working our tails off to recuperate from that loss still. It'll take us, my accountant said 3 years before we'll pull out of this loss. And that's thanks to you guys. Like, there's no way in hell would we be able to continue to make blades were it not for you guys. There's no way. Hey,
I'm not putting that blade on eBay, Stuart.
No way.
Not unless we go broke, then I'll sell it.
You talking about your
Chad K? No, you can still order the custom grips on the Combatant.
Yep. So we need to streamline this, and I think I'll see Georgie sometime this week. The Battle Lock are going to be what they come with, right? I love how light they are. I like how durable they are. I like how much traction they get. But I also love that you guys want to customize my stuff because I got my start making custom blades, right? And the ones that people like the most, I just replicated those and made them where you could interchange grips. I want to do the same thing with my blades. I want them to come with what I think represents the look, feel, motion, grip of what I'm trying to design. And that's Battle Lock, right? But if you want something that matches your clothes, your guns, your kit, your car, your shoes, whatever, I want to make custom grips for you.
Darth Jesus.
So that's what we're doing. So you can add those to it.
If you want to send us an email so I can check on your name.
That's the plan, right?
Apache. Do we have Apache DP1 grips or are we still waiting on those? You know off the top.
I know I saw at least one set, but I don't know if it's gone or not.
Raymond Johnson wants to know if you're going to do the golf ball grips again.
I told Blade Show I wouldn't.
Is Tim carrying that 003 still? Are you carrying that one that you were?
No, it's at the shop. I'm carrying a Gen 1 because I love this blade shape. But no, I got a Gen 1 on today. Here's the thing, guys. If there's a flat surface around, I'm going to set my stuff on it. And somewhere is my Gen 2. G2 003.
Said, I love the Cerakote shaded stuff. What's the cell for? I don't know if that's like a typo. Cell shaded stuff that's coming out.
I'm not gonna say who sent me this text, but you know who he is. This happened about a year ago to the guy he's talking about. Man, I wish I would have known that.
Terrible.
Good Lord. Thank you, though, Tim, for two Tims don't make a right, for telling me that. I'm pretty sure I saw your comment on another person's video. I'm pretty sure.
I know you don't want to mention them, but by putting it out there, you keep others from getting burned. That may cause them to lose their business because they can't recoup. Yeah, it's terrible. Pin update from Greg Tiger.
Makes me feel so bad because so he went out of business. Thanks, Jason, and Pete's sake. 20 minutes ago, you told me the video was back up. Yeah, man, that's only by the grace of God and the support from you guys are we able to.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We did get our heat treater to.
Yes,
they're going to cover the cost, so we're not going to say anything negative about them at this point because they are coming around on.
I feel like I should sing their praises.
Yeah, because they decided after
it's
a long fight to make it right.
I don't know. You tell me if I should say, hey, it's these people, they're awesome.
Sounds like someone should find all the makers and have burned and do a lawsuit.
Whew, that's a tough one, man. Lawsuits are expensive, they're ugly, they're nasty. I'm just trying to like not every day be eaten up by it and just be like, okay, we're fine. We're going to be taken care of. You know, God will make us whole. We'll be all right. Let them, you do you. If somebody comes to me directly and says, hey, I heard a rumor that you were using so-and-so. What do you think? I did tell someone that was like, I'm going to do what you're doing. And I was like, don't do that. Do not give them your money. Please tell me you're not going to do that. I was not happy. So, I didn't want them to be out of business. I'll tell you what, that dude on his custom side, he makes some good stuff. Well, it's pretty. I've never handled it. I don't know. But from a OEM side, I don't think they have any business doing that kind of stuff.
Did Jared remember to give you my gifts I sent with him from Dakota? Did Jared give you gifts from Dakota? I don't remember him. Are you talking about Neves? I don't think so. He probably forgot.
Unless there's another Jared. And look, we're still unpacking from Blade Show. And it was such a whirlwind.
We may have stuff that we.
But I know if you're talking about Jared Neve, he did not. And we actually met up with him 2 days before Blade Show, like 5 miles up the road. And he didn't mention it then. Could be a different Jared, though. Don't know. But, so we got V3s coming. And what we decided to do this time is the V3s.
Wait, who got scammed out of $300 on the Discord? I can't imagine. I'm pissed about being scammed out of $300 on our Discord.
That is crazy.
Somebody try to sell something and then take your money. It's terrible.
Hey, I know the guy who's
take his Porsche. Yeah.
Who?
That's what Miss told.
I want them fancy shoes, right? I'm gonna start shaving my arms and legs and wear those fancy shoes and be like, oh.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed when they showed his blade on Melissa. Melissa doesn't know anything about it, but on her long form video.
It's all right. I'm just gonna here's my thing. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna make some stuff. We have to
let God handle it.
There you go.
Because there's always people that are just
that's right.
Totally.
Yeah, and I don't want that to define me. I don't want it to be a topic of hours and hours of conversation all the time because it's just.
Yeah, Brian W. Yeah, at one point they did have something to do with Joe Todai.
Yeah, they sure did. I know Joe.
No, Neves is my buddy. Told me guys we're meeting up to talk FLN. Probably forgot. Yeah, he must have forgot. He's busy.
Yeah, that's what we were meeting with a couple days before that. Sorry, man. I'm texting him right now, but hey, yeah. Hey, where's my stuff?
Donald Myers says, shout out from Cleveland, Ohio. Hoorah.
Rah.
The 005s. We are.
My heat trader's in Cleveland, BTW. And they did the right thing.
Yeah, but the 005s we're shipping with the ones that Precision Knife Works is doing right now, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to get those. Let me track them. As a matter of fact, I have the tracking. Dan does really good work. He's, gosh, man, I'm just pulled up Tim's email or text, and I'm like, man, that sucks. Let me see. How many people do you have on here, my dear?
390.
390. You guys are taking the day off for Father's Day.
Fish Ranch, are we allowed to tell your...
Yeah, I want to ask you about that.
Christopher Osorio wants to know if you have a favorite... If you got that... Wait, hold on. Favorite Glock.
Oh, is there one of those?
Marine X is on. What up there, Killa?
Let me see. So...
Why weren't you at Blade Show, Marine X?
He was busy doing Marine shit. He was being Marini. I like the Glock 19 Gen 5 because the trigger's halfway decent. It's the full size grip with the smaller grip with the full size upper. If you're gonna make me shoot a Glock, it's gonna be that one. I can't touch it.
We already did the ad giveaway, Space Ghost. I'm gonna do one more knife giveaway. And
I did make a PCC 9 out of that uses Glock mags or P320.
Somebody wanted to see the 003 and the 005. Do you have a 005 here?
Not the new one. Thanks, Nick, for sending me a sample. You want to see the...
Do you have the old one?
I have the old one.
Yeah, you could show that to show the difference. People asking about the DP ones. We're still
Delta,
waiting on
Papa,
black screws.
Uno. So they're going to be flat grind. Sorry, I keep saying hollow, but that didn't work out. They're going to be full flat. Look how crazy slicey that thing is. I mean, my goodness. So that's what they're going to look like. Gen 1, we're already working on Gen 2. Put a little bit of a swedge on the back. 125 thick, crazy sliciness. So that's the 5. What was the other one you want to see, ma'am?
03. They want to see 03 and 05.
Oh, man, you want to see the new one, though. I don't even want to show the old one. I can show... Just watch the video. Because I don't have it on me. And because I moved...
Yeah, but you have the old one.
Well, it's not representative of our new stuff.
Hey,
you know
John Paul said, got
JP?
my first of your knives at Blade. The Melissa Warren EDC loved it so much. Ordered a DP1. I'll go bigger next time. That is so awesome.
Thanks, brother. That means a lot.
Paradoxal Charlatan wants to know if you're going to do the hatchet this year.
So I was talking with Nick about that, and steel availability has been the main problem. And what I've decided to do is work with an American company to melt, which means make from minerals, a new stainless that acts like a carbon, and they're going to melt it and roll it in the States. And that, I hope, we'll have our first sheets by the end of the year. But AEBL is made in Germany. If you guys, there's like all this debate because of Ben Peterson, and that's not because of him. He kind of just lined out what American made is and what it isn't. And a lot of us in the community go, hey, I'm an American. I buy the steel in a sheet and I cut it into a knife shape, and then I hone it into steel and to bevels and this, and I get grip stuff made in America. And then people want to break that down like, okay, you get Current to make your G10 for all your knives, and they're in Connecticut. But where's the resin they're using from? I'm like, I don't know.
What type of steel will your guys still be like? And then somebody asked to see the Melissa Backwoods blade. Gosh, how crazy were the fancy DP ones? Those looked amazing. Please keep doing the cool ones with Forged AF. I know. I hope I do get to keep that.
I've got one. I've got the one that I have. But anyway, so the steel is going to be like nothing else.
Gus said, I want me some of that Kell cut steel.
Yeah, KTX. That's the name I think I've come up with. Here's the thing. It's going to be a stainless that performs like a high carbon steel, but it is 4,000 more times corrosion resistance than 428C, which is crazy.
Will it be more like AEBL or ADCRV?
It's a hybrid. It'll be like the two of them. If the two of them got left in the dark and nobody was looking, this pops out. So really cool. Very happy with it. We should start cutting the first few pieces tomorrow, actually. We already got them water jet out, a couple of blanks and 003s.
Will we bring back the butter knife?
Man, guys, I don't even have time. I don't even have time to butter my own toast.
And Jacob Vargas said, please do some Damascus.
Where's Pete Bruno from New Jersey Steel Baron? He came to my shop twice last week. and he didn't bring me my Damascus. I'm gonna punch him in the head.
Chaser Racers, send me an email. I believe, don't we have some of the screwdriver keychains?
The new ones, yeah.
Are they on the website?
I don't know.
Well, you can.
You guys ever heard this phrase work on your business, not in your business? For 5 years, our company's been doing this, and we don't know anything but working in it. So there's a lot of.
Said, which knife is your toughest beater? Where I can pry and beat on the most. Also somewhat concealable.
Raider. For concealable and a beater, go with the Raider. It's a great blade.
Supreme Taco, I'm almost ready to buy the Combatant. Which blade steel do you recommend? Do we have AEBL left?
What are you gonna use it for? If you're in like a wet weather environment, it's gonna be close body, a lot of sweat. Like I look like a buffalo without my shirt on, which is I also look like a swollen buffalo, which is why we're putting the gym in this room here next to us.
Thank you, Matthew. Matthew Latiziano ordered a Raider yesterday.
It's a good blade, man. That's what started it all for us.
I like AEBL. I don't want to have to worry about corrosion.
Yeah, I mean, we put out pre-orders. I used to do 400 like in a batch, and then the AEBL would sell out in hours, and then the ADCRV would trickle over the next few days. So I think the market is pushing more towards stainless, but the way it's almost impossible to get AEBL Nitro V right now. I heard a maker at the show say that they're having no problem, but maybe Niagara knows something I don't, because
yeah, Fish Ranch, what's the news?
Yeah, do we want to tell his news? Because I got pictures of his news.
Kyle the Heathen. We are most of the way through on the ADCRV. We are still in December orders for AEBL, but they should go really, really quickly. We're just, because we were finishing up sheaths for the last of those. The AEBL is going to go really quick now that we have sheaths done, right, honey?
Yeah.
It'll just be a grip thing if it doesn't go out soon.
Whew, sorry, I was reading more. Tim asked me not to read it on air. It's a super sad story.
Oh man, that's sad. We should have probably said something earlier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people like that will sue you, right?
I don't know. I just put it all out there today.
It's all right. We didn't go into detail.
It's the truth of what happened, but you know.
What did Fish Ranch say?
He hasn't said anything yet.
I don't want to show. I have it pulled up here.
Alan said AEBL has carbide, so it holds its edge longer, but it's not as tough as ADCRV.
Every hardened steel has carbide.
Fish Ranch said sure.
Sure, or
so he joined an exclusive club. Does anybody want to guess what that exclusive T.Kell club is?
Started by Stephen Clayton. Is he on?
Stephen Clayton was on earlier.
I might have to yell at him. He doesn't text me anymore. You never call. You just use my blades. You don't even use me up, and then you moved on.
Mike Lovin, do you have any of your $50 blims in AEBL?
Maybe
Night Stalker.
The 004 is hard to tell.
Steven's here.
Okay, forgiven. And I'll tell you something. So when we were moving the old knife shop that became a gun shop to another building Friday, Saturday, and half of today, the guys that work for me are in the shop, and they were grabbing all on these Bond arms like, hey man, and I'm like, especially that 45.
Gus said Baker Forge just released a product for protecting carbon steel from corrosion called Gator Skin. Is that what they sent you in that bottle when you got your Damascus?
No, that's Gator Piss, which turns it the colors. Okay, is Fish Ranch 100% sure? Because when you say the word sure, to me, that's like you're being talked into something. So I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, do you really want us to?
Probably doesn't.
Hey, Mr. Fowler. Marty McFly, as long as the grip is in house and your adversary could ship like the next week. So if you want to email us just to make sure, I'll let you know.
So the customer service shack that just became T.Kell Tactical, which is, it's on the property, but it overlooks my range. It's at the 75-yard line. There's a window that you can slide out. And of the 94 guns I have in this room, all of them straight out the window.
All right. He said, yes, go for it.
Go for it. Here it is, guys. Here it is. You ready? We are being way less dumb now.
You got to zoom it out so you can see that it's an arm.
Oh, what do you think it was? An ass?
Hey, Melissa, $9.99. She said, I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who stopped by Blade Show. It was such a special experience.
So here you go.
Hold on, honey. Let me finish reading this.
I'm just showing the picture.
A better company to work with on the Worn It Easy. T.Kell strong.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you. It was awesome.
It was fun. I know that I was playing when I said we had to pretend like we like each other. We do. So look, this is Fish Ranch's arm. So he sent me a text yesterday, and right, so there's 3 people now. Three. Stephen Clayton, Chad Kolodechek, and now the Fish Ranch. I'm not gonna say his first name because his screen name. That have my name or my likeness or some form on him body. So I don't know what to do.
Paige, I messaged you about that charger. I think I sent you a Patreon message.
Is it time for me to get my name on my body? I mean, I got not a ton of tattoos, but I got a few. But it's such an honor, guys. I don't know how to say. Like, I never in my wildest dreams thought that we would inspire people to the level that they would tattoo us. Our name, anyway, it means a lot. This community, I will say this over and over and over again. The T.Kellian community is the nicest, most loyal, most respectful in the whole entire knife industry and probably any retail industry at all. And that means so much to me and C-Dub. Because, what are you laughing at?
Brutal Kitty, what do I get if I tattoo Be Less Dumb on my forehead?
Probably punch in the face. A bunch of people will get really offended.
I don't believe you can't. Show the proof.
What happened?
I have a tramp stamp of your brand.
Oh man, how do you know you're a 90s kid when somebody says the word tramp stamp? But yeah, guys, I mean, the Blade show up, like the guy from Badger Claw sent me a text. He said, I was watching a bunch of videos and every 5th person busting through the door to go see Melissa and you to get that blade, like every 5th person had T.Kell shirt. And I was like, man, that is freaking cool. That is so cool, man. I mean, thanks, guys. I don't even know. That's why we try so hard to take care of you, because I've been let down by companies and my whole life. And I'm like, we're not doing this.
No. Peach said he might get a tattoo.
Peach, you just have to get a peach on your peach, like right there. Just one in a peach.
I feel bad because I'm like, what if y'all don't like us down the road and then y'all have...
That's my thought. Like, you know how like people will get like their girlfriend, boyfriend's name on their arm, and then like 5 years later, they're peeling their arm off, like gnawing it like a coyote. Like, what if we're like that? But I think that even makes us go, hey, we got more of a responsibility to keep at least 3 people from hating us. At least 3.
I mean, it is a high honor, and I really am like just blown away that y'all would do that.
Me too. I mean, but I don't want you guys to think
it. Yeah, y'all don't think
right. That's what I was gonna say.
Tattoo for us to like you. We love you regardless.
Love you regardless. It's just kind of a mind-blowing thing to know that people do that. I mean,
cool. Y'all are like a family.
We try to make this whole company like a family. All of it. We have 300 and something humans on here right now that we consider family and beyond, right? Or did I lie? Did we lose a bunch of people when we showed his naked arm?
No. We got 395.
395. 5 more people, I'll show my naked arm.
So if y'all didn't see the pocket check video I did, you can see Chad's tattoo on that video.
I did. Look, that was such a surprise. Like, he did it to surprise us. That was cool.
Really cool. Ron Izzy said we should do some temporary cat tattoos. He said, do we want them for the kids for next
week? Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
Rad.
I wouldn't feel so bad about people getting temporary tattoos.
Ron Izzy is going to launch a printful of his own, the cat design and any of the stuff that he's designed. He doesn't know this yet, but we're going to link it. he's like, hey man, you just said, like, no, dude, you did this. So I'm going to figure out and get Julia to work with you on linking your site so that you get the reward for working on it.
Chad, circus animal for life. It ain't going anywhere.
Man, you can always get a cover up if you start hating me. Just kidding. Oh man, but it's a huge honor, guys. I love seeing everybody at the show. Like, it's like a family reunion.
It really is.
It's really cool.
Rob Mezzatesta said, Tim, you're getting mushy in your old age.
It's just great. Like, as the color fades from my face.
Barbarian Bronny said it was an honor that you used one of my photos at your booth. Yeah, it looked great.
Look, man, you do great work. We should honor that, right? I think so. Kind of a cool moment, and that's gonna be there. I'm not getting you tattooed on me, but I'll leave your picture up there.
Are you gonna give hugs away freely now?
Nope, they hurt. They hurt still.
We do have a Be Less Dumb sticker, don't we?
Yeah. They came in.
Joker Stud, no, don't call me Susan. No, only Suzanne or CW.
If somebody told you to do that,
I hate
they don't like
Susan.
you. Yeah, he hates being called Sue, Susan, Socrates.
I was stressed at the Whatnot auction. It was so hard to keep up because for one, the internet kept going out and it was like resetting the auctions. And then it was just like a lot to keep up.
So this was crazy. So it's like we launched the Whatnot auction, and I told Alyssa, I told Tomas, we're gonna auction one of your blades, and I told Carson, and I told Tom from Knives by Nuge, Tom Nugent, Tom, I don't know what he wants to be called, Knives by Nuge. And I said, hey, we're going to auction one of your blades off so that we can be fair, because our patrons and the people that watch on YouTube, not everybody can go to the show. So we do it. And then what happens? Bob DeMarco, Jared Neve, Taylor, and Ricky Hernandez, Cap'n Ricky, Taylor Martine. Because, why not?
The big blade under the Marine emblem looks serious AF. Do you know which one?
I'll grab it in just a second. They all showed up, not planned. So our Whatnot auction, and Taylor and Ricky and all the other, everybody is standing off to the side just talking to us, like, because they're friends of ours. We don't sponsor them. We don't do any of that stuff. People just want to hang out. And so then it got freaking crazy. There were so many people around the booth. So many people. And then because I play rough, everybody's dogging on me. And I'm dogging on them. And poor C-Dub is running around that show floor having to carry that whole Whatnot auction. Is she not a saint? She earned every dollar of that NCC knife that she got because she worked her freaking fanny
sorry,
off.
y'all. I know it was like totally all over the place.
It was cool though, because you're good.
It was still fun.
This is Forged AF, now turned Armored Faith.
But honey, don't we have Be Less Dumb stickers? People are asking for them.
Okay, I got them last Saturday during Blade Show, and I threw a couple of them out there, but they should be on the website now. Look for them.
Hey, did you get your blade, Paradoxal Charlatan?
Look at this thing, man.
How much did we pay for that internet? It was like $1,000 or something.
No, was it that much?
It was a lot.
No way.
Because you showed me the price, and I was like, "What in the heck?"
It's $150 a day.
Oh, that's not 1,000.
That's not. But math is hard. You're married to a Marine. That's what happens. We don't count.
Hey, what blade do y'all want me to give away last? We got time for one more.
Is there anything you guys want to see that you didn't get to see?
Anything?
What was y'all's favorite thing that we picked up at Blade Show? Of the stuff that I showed.
Thank y'all for saying nice stuff about me.
She is the nicest, guys. She is everything.
One EDC. Do we have one we could get? We haven't even started shipping those yet. We're about to, though.
We need to work through the batch.
Agents.
But I will tell you, the heat treat company that jacked up the 300 that we wanted to have at Blade Show, they came through in a big way, Kowalski. And they're like, hey, we'll make it up. So those are gonna be coming. Actually, we're gonna start cutting those like super soon because.
Yay!
Oh,
Did you love
wait.
it? It's awesome, isn't it?
What was it that I was supposed to say about that? What steel we're gonna have to go with, Suzanne? Do you remember?
Oh,
S35.
S35V.
Yeah. So because we're running short on good stainless steel AEBL Nitro V in the States right now, at least my steel supplier is, we're going to be doing some S35V. Super excited about it.
I can give away a 002. See, I'm still reading all these people's choices for giveaways.
I also wanted to know what
CW's NCC hands down. No, I can't do that.
No, I asked what their favorite of what we got at Blade Show was.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably what they're. I think so too. Look.
So I'm gonna do a mystery because I'm seeing so many choices. So y'all can pick out of what we have available to ship immediately.
So a couple of guys, Vinny Grassi, he's new in the shop, and then Jacob Rogers, and they're like super duper knife nerd guys. Like they're teaching me who is who. They're like going through the drawers of my stuff, and they're like, "Do you have any idea this knife that such and so gave you is like rare, 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 rare?" A couple of them that come to mind, I'll grab them. So that's not it.
Hashtag mystery.
A lot of them are from Mark.
The Warren EDCs that are shipping are all Nitro V.
So apparently, I didn't know that this is really rare. This Spyderco, what was it called? I should know. PH2? With this particular blade, it's supposed to be really rare. And I didn't know. And I love this backlock. And then this Terzula, this Fox, is supposed to be really rare.
Yeah, we're learning. Like, we don't even know.
And I mean,
oh, I just saw your thing, Matthew. That's a good point. He's a DP1 because it's Father's Day. Well, if the person wins and wants that, we can do that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff in here that people are like, "You got Medfords?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a couple of them." They're like, "You don't talk about them?" I'm like, "Should I?" I want you guys to keep teaching me. I think that's neat about us is that we're not like, you know what I mean? We're just nice and we make stuff and we're not like fanboys. This knife, whew.
Yeah, I don't know what is like sought after.
Have you even seen this one, Suzanne?
What is that?
This is that like the owner's special one. It's like, it is good. It is the.
Oh yeah. When did we get this?
Mark. He sent me some super rare stuff. Wee Knife Sear Black, number 438 of 610. It's genuine and authentic. It's Joe Chang. Like, he's the designer. I think the owner.
My fave knife makers are T.Kell and Primitive Bear knives from PJ Galloway. I met Primitive Bear at Georgia Bushcraft.
Do I have any of his? Oh yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah, they were really nice.
Man, aren't they in that Helene area? I think so.
What is the Medford controversy? There's always controversy. I don't know.
I know he didn't go to Blade Show. I don't really know why.
Oh, he wasn't there like walking around. Sometimes he'll walk around and not have a booth.
No, I think he's like boycott Blade Show.
Oh, really?
I think.
I don't know anything about that.
Sorry, guys. I wish I knew more.
Oh, awesome. Vintage Swiss. I just bought a Lexrec Custom because of your Blade Show short. Awesome.
Cool.
I really like
this is
Mag 10 Knife Works. I talked to him again this year. He's got some really, really good custom stuff. He sold out. His whole table was sold out. He had 2 knives left.
Wait. Oh, was that to do with that crazy Damascus, the Venom?
Colin from Mag 10
Such a nice guy. He's like, "Man, I'm so inspired by you." I'm like, "Whatever, dude. Look at your work. I'm nobody. Just a dude."
Yeah, super nice. What happened?
There's a knife screw in this drawer from somebody's knife.
Oops.
not the Medford. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah. But I got some cool stuff over here. I'm really.
It's okay, Joker said. I'm sort of playing with you.
What?
He said he's sorry for calling me the name I didn't like.
Yeah, she's mostly playing with you.
Sleeping Tiger thoughts. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a neat, like a really innovative
I love neat
process
stuff
behind it.
Look at this null. Ooh, titanium.
What do you think about it, honey?
What?
The watch with the little switch blade thingy.
I love neat design. So like all the cantilever style motions. Man, that null is good. I think I really appreciate when people, and that's a husband and wife company too, right? So they're working together.
Yeah, they're both engineers.
Right. So they engineered that together. So I think that's neat also. I didn't get to see it. I was kind of jealous, but I do like I like OTFs and stuff that really it's got kind of like cool actions. Like I got these from Stephen Clayton. I think these things are really, really cool. So you can take these, like this also becomes this, and you got interchangeable blades. This is Remnant Alliance.
Do we have a Chris Reeve knife, honey?
No. Even though I was in the same room with Tim.
Yeah, we wanted to go talk to him. We didn't get to meet him.
We were supposed to, and the guy and gal from gosh, can I not talk? E-Knives. They're really close. They seem like nice people. They're close. But this kind of reminded me of this. I got this from Steven.
C. Vera said, "Hey Tim, why not make your own rare, unique knives? I'd love to see a set of T.Kell throwing knives. I bet that in 80 CR.
See, that's how I got my start, and then the company started growing. Look at this thing. Isn't that cool? You see that, C-Dub? Did you even see it? Look.
Yeah, it's
fixed
crazy.
blade becomes push
That's
dagger.
crazy.
I got this from Steven. I traded him for this because it's awesome. It's a Wii. But I mean, so I like that watch knife because I think articulating movements are really neat. Another one from Steven. Oh my.
Yes, she's mostly playing with you until she's not. Hashtag lioness.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to know? How are we all supposed to keep up with C-Dub? No, she's playing 100%.
Yeah.
That's why she goes, no.
Yeah, that's my play voice.
Yeah,
yes, Gabe. I did go to Derby City Blades. Woohoo! Nice people. Yeah, it's gonna be on the video.
Yeah, the video. She has been working really hard to edit that video, man. Hardest working lady in showbiz right there.
Nick Dermuff. Thank you, Suzanne and Tim and family. Again, a very entertaining show. Thank you for a Father's Day show. Outstanding.
Yeah. It's kind of, we were a little late. Anybody want to see or ask anything?
Yeah, we're about to give
away. Not
away
guns. Can't show guns. They don't like that.
Yeah, Midgard's Messer is cool too.
Oh, how about a cool moment when they're at my table, my booth, loving my stuff? That was a cool moment for me.
Dead Reckon. No, I didn't look at their stuff.
I wanted to.
It's so hard to see everybody.
I
have a DJI. I'm just really bad about anything that's not as simple as pull out my phone and start recording.
Yep.
We have all of that equipment. I just don't use it.
Yeah, she's got the thing, but then it's easy for her. She knows Apple systems to just use her iPhone and record, and she can port the video straight over and do what she needs to do. And when you use that DJI, I just spit all over the place. You have to record it into their
Hey, Ed, send us an email.
So,
which Badger Claw sheath fits the Agents again?
I think it's a medium.
Did we go see Heretic? They came to our booth, right? Did Heretic come to our booth, or that was somebody else?
No, I just made friends with them, and I got invited to a custom show. David.
Oh, cool.
Mayer. They may have come by. I don't know if David did, but that's wow, David Mayer's huge for the industry, super nice guy, does so much for the community, other makers, especially American makers like me and them, talks to me about, hey, we want you to be a part of this special American show. Really cool.
Do you have a Nautilus that you can show?
No.
Yeah, I mean, for doing it on my phone, they're
I think they're
pretty
great.
good.
You better not say disparaging things.
I just have to do what I know I'll be consistent with, and I probably wouldn't record if I had to like.
That's right.
Upload stuff. And
we've toyed around with getting.
Do we have a night guard on the wall?
Both 2.0 and a regular. There's a 2.0. Which one they want, Gen 1 or?
Thank y'all for watching my stuff. I know it's not like.
Yes, it is. Don't let her be modest. Her stuff is great. So this is
aluminum grips. Did we settle on a color?
I think red.
A lot of OD green.
Well, we're doing OD anyway. We're doing the standard, but the additional color.
What about navy?
I think I saw more red. Other than black, tan, OD, I thought I felt like red was the most requested otherwise.
All right, let's give away this mystery.
So this is the 2.0 and the standard. But we were going to run both of these. I did
do it, Walter. I did. Well, no, I didn't go around and do pocket checks other than like the T.Kellians that were around the booth.
It was, guys.
But I did like interviewing the Blade Show people. I haven't uploaded.
Blade Show was way busier.
We couldn't even leave the booth this year.
Usually, I felt so bad for Jacob. He's such a nice guy. And he actually came up and asked for a job at Blade Show last year because that's a destination for him every year. And he couldn't even walk around.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Phil, weren't you at Blade Show? Were you at Blade Show? Phil Crawl? Red. Awesome. I'll be grabbing some of those from Faithful.
So we're going to do
EDC.
The agents in aluminum just to do a sprint run, see how they go. I wanted to do the rings, but Nick's like, please, can we do something easier?
All right, let's give away this knife.
We need to. Knife. And Jeremy is just running full out, running our EDC line stuff. And
Moo woo. I've seen some people win today that I don't recognize.
Good, man. That means it dispels the rumor that it's all rigged.
Moo woo. Send us an email. Is it mo woo or moo woo? Send us an email. Customer service at tkellknives.com.
We'll get you squared away. Last minute questions?
Are we considering Blade Show West? Probably not.
When is that?
I don't know. We drive everywhere. We don't fly, so it's like driving all the way out to Utah. That would be crazy.
It's beautiful there, though.
All right, I hope everybody has a happy Father's Day.
All you fathers out there.
All you fathers for doing good.
And thanks to the mothers for making them fathers.
And if you're not a father, you're still awesome.
You have one somewhere.
Thank you, guys.
You guys have a great week. If you need anything, reach out.
Yep. If you have order questions, if I missed a question, please feel free to email us.
Bye.